All right, and so another day comes along and I want to make some changes to my project. So I'm going to come into my project and make those changes. So what might I do? So we might change my H1 to, let's do day 2. So we're just making a change just so you can see that we can. I'm going to do a paragraph and I'm going to do something called lorem ipsum. I'm going to type in lorem 5 and then hit the tab. You can put any number there you want. Whatever number there you want when I hit the tab. We'll just create some filler text. So in that case, the 5 created 5 filler words just because I'm adding some things. Not a big deal. And then I'm also going to add a style sheet because that seems like a good thing to do. And I'm going to do a body, maybe background color, green, who knows. Okay, point being again, I'm just creating content for a conversation of GitHub and Git. Okay, so then I might do a link, CSS, and I'll put in my style sheet, which is actually styles. And there we go. All right, perfect. So now I feel like I'm ready to do another commit, another version of my software. So I'm going to type in the word clear just so I can clear out my space here so it's a little bit easier to see. Okay, so now that I've made my changes, I want to save this next section. Or next version. So again, kind of a rinse, lather, repeat. I'm not going to do another init because I've already initialized this. It's a one-time deal. Once you initialize it, you never need to do it again. But I do need to do the staging. So I'm going to do the get, add, and the period. So I'm going to organize all of these files into a stage or a platform or just kind of organize them so Git knows what I'm trying to commit. And so then nothing seems to happen. So I'm going to do a get status and see what it says. And it says that I am ready to commit. Changes to be committed. Excellent. I'm going to type the word in clear just so that I can clear out some real estate and make that a little bit easier to see. So now I'm going to do the commit. And remember, you do the -m and the quotations. And what did you do? I added styles.css and updated. What happened to that? Okay, see where it disappeared to there. Let's see if I can make that updated. Updated the heading. And then I close out my quotations. And then I'm going to hit the enter key. And it says 2 files changed, 6 insertions, 1 deletion. Excellent. So I don't know what that means. All I know is if I do a get status, I'm on the branch main. My brain branches ahead of the origin by 1 commit. Origin meaning the thing on GitHub, main meaning what I have here locally, and it makes sense. I have a commit here that I haven't pushed to GitHub. So GitHub's version is 1 commit behind mine. So I need to push my changes. I don't have to do anything extra now because I'm already linked to GitHub because we did that with the get remote command. So now all I have to do is I'm going to type in get push. When I did the get push before and I did origin main, that sort of set that stream up. So I could do this again, but because I've done it once, I don't have to keep adding all that extra in. You can if you want. I'm just going to say get push this time. And it seems to spin some things. So now I'm going to go back into my GitHub. I'm going to refresh. And what I should see now is that I have 2 commits. And so this is the current version. So you can see my styles and my index. This is the most recent version of my code that I can click on and see. And I can click on commits and I can see my 2 commits, right? This was my initial commit. And I can click on that and I can see what my code was before the commit didn't exist, and then I added some things. I can also, I'm going to go back and look at this one, which is my newest one. You can see that from the message. This was the message that I typed in when I did the commit. I can click on that and I can see a before and after picture. So this is what it was before I made the changes and did this version control save. And I had my first Git project, which you can see is green because it got revised, it got changed. So it thinks that the whole line was deleted, which it kind of was, it kind of wasn't. I really just did an addition. But green means change. And here you can see I added something new and I added something new, and I can see that all here, the before and after picture. So now I've successfully staged, committed, and pushed again. and also confirmed that I had 2 commits going.